and sacrifice. Lord knows I'll try to be. I try to be a good wife, even try to be the woman you wanted me to be. But I quickly realized that she ain't me. Oh, I don't know what become. I don't recognize myself and I ain't got nothing else to give. Got so much in my life to live. I don't know who I've become. I don't recognize myself and I ain't got nothing else to give. Got so much in my life to live. We played your last game. And this is the final score. I gave you all I had, and I refuse to be hurt anymore. I made a fast break. You lost possession of my heart. Yeah. It's like self-pay, and time for a brand new start. Oh.
What's going on? What's going on, my people? We back at it again. Try to make something happen. We got my main man, Mr. Clarence, in the building. Clarence Muhammad.
What's happening, folks? What's happening, people?
Okay. Now, Clarence been a long time friend of mine. For some of you who know, for some of you who don't know, and we're gonna pick Clarence brain tonight. See what he talking about.
Yes, sir. I'm
Yes,
ready.
Sir. Yes, sir. You always ready now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask him a series of questions. We're gonna see what Clarence got. So, Clarence, what part of town were you originally born in?
Fountain Heights, Enid Ridge area.
Enid Ridge. Okay. All right. What high school?
Parker.
What middle school?
Southeast Lake Middle.
Okay.
And then I came back to Tulsa.
Okay. Well, what elementary?
Tulsa Elementary.
Okay, you in a series with it, so you
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I went to one of those smart schools for a minute, but it was a little too. I wasn't ready for the level of diversity. We'll say it like that.
This is gonna be an interview here, boy. I tell you.
Yes.
We got Brother Muhammad. So, Claire, how was it growing up?
I was so insulated in my blackness, I rarely experienced racism.
Okay.
So I embraced being black later on, not because of a response to racism, but just because I wanted to love myself more. But I really didn't experience a lot of racism. I grew up around my mom and her grandmother, her oldest aunts, her cousin. So I was around a lot of family members.
So, I've been wanting to know this for a long time. What made you join the Nation of Islam?
Well, to be honest,
Well, like what brought it about?
I like the message. I I just started being on a journey.
Okay.
To be absolutely honest, I was on a journey to learn more about myself, and I started investigating, studying a lot of different religions. I started studying Hebrew, Jewish faith. I've always been interested in other traditions. When I was maybe about 10, 11 years old, I started studying the Book of Coming Forth by Day, or the Book of the Dead, as some might call it. Thought that, you know, maybe that I'll be into, a black religion one day. But later on, I didn't, and I met this bus driver. I was going to summer school. He exposed me to a lot of information, and his exposure to information started me being curious about religion. I think at that time, my great aunt was my favorite aunt. I didn't really believe in God anymore. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't really embrace religion at all. That's an early age, but at 12 to 14, my great aunt died when I was 10, so I really didn't have a religion. I didn't really believe in it for a while, Christianity, but I just really was open. I was open. And then I started reading books and going to a couple of black bookstores, and the Nation invited me, and that's how there's a lot of different exposure. I had one of my classmates named Herman Manning who exposed me to what y'all call now the New Orleans. And I met a lot of people. As a matter of fact, when I was in elementary, I met a girl that was a black Hebrew. I didn't quite understand what all it was. I knew they didn't celebrate Christmas, and they were white. That was strange to me. Mm-hmm. But just studying and reading various religions exposed me, and then the nation invited me, and that was it. It's history from there. It's more in between, though. There's more in between.
Well, I know that you branched off a little bit into politics and helping people. Can we know a little bit about that?
When I was 18, William Muhammad, who was our minister, the first time I got exposed to politics, when he was our minister, I think we were volunteering for Emory Anthony campaign.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. In 1993.
Shout out to Attorney Emory Anthony.
That was
one
the
of
first
my clients.
campaign that I ever worked on.
Okay.
And, hearing that people would ask me, but I think what really got me off in the politics, Frank Matthews had start asking me to work for a certain person, and you know how y'all know I love him, but you know how hard-edged Frank is. I got scared. I said, "Oh, I can't do it that way, Frank."
Yeah.
And but that's when I really started dealing with an older guy that I learned, and then I worked with the big campaign. I worked with Bob Jones back in 2000 or 2001 when he ran for mayor. That's the first time I worked with a big campaign. I worked with Frank Adams campaign as a volunteer in 2000 when he ran for city council after he got elected. Latasha Brown, when she ran for state school board, I worked. And then what really got me off into it really was Rod Scott's campaign. Okay. And we were at the grassroots campaign in 2006 and got around. It was unbelievable.
So, man, you've been helping a lot of people get in office
over the years. It's been a great experience. Service to the community.
So a lot of these people are a sense of gratitude to you, man.
Oh yeah. They don't know.
You need some awards.
They don't know. But I tell you a little bit about me. My electronics school teacher started exposing me to information too. Okay. And he had me to start a Black History Club when I was about 15, I think 1990, about 15 going on 16 years old. Okay. And I met all the activists at the time. I met Wnthe Muhammad, Ahmed Obafemi from Africa. What's our sister's name that teaches the dance? Loretta. Okay. Yes, you can. The one whose son kind of has some issues.
King.
Loretta, light skin sister.
I think the King. Yeah.
Anyway, I met a lot of people around that time. And the first time I went to a meeting was when they had a...
I never knew what she did.
Yeah, she's dance.
Yeah. Miss King, yeah.
And the first time I went to a meeting, it was a prisoner support meeting, and I met people like Willie Bussey, which is weird to me. Okay. And I saw the old school activists. So, but that was my exposure, so I've been around it for most of my life.
Now, I know you had something going on down there in Selma at one time. What was that?
We still have it going. Our ministry. We started a study circle for Nation of Islam down in there. Okay. It was people came up to Minister Farrakhan and asked him to start it, and he went to Student Minister Sharif. Okay. And Student Minister Sharif met at that time Minister Tremont, and I think it was first Robin, and he went and didn't like it, declined, and then I took it on after that. We've been down there now going to 8 years.
Now you have a new. What's his name?
Student minister. His name is James Muhammad, good brother. Okay. And I've watched him from the very beginning.
James Muhammad.
Peace and gas.
What's the? Can you tell people the name of the center that Mr. Walter had?
I just left at the Crescent Cultural Center.
The Crescent Cultural Center, and the Crescent Cultural Center is up for rental.
And a lot of things. I just met with some of them. They have a lot of activities. They have an anti-violence group, Pastor T. Ellis. You have Tory Love with Mothers, the Mothers Lounge that gives free food, services, counseling to single mothers.
And all this is going on in that center.
They have the More Science that meet there. Okay. They have a wood shop program that's there.
Because it's huge. It's a big center. I mean, if you hadn't seen it, I mean, it's a big warehouse. So, I mean, if you hadn't seen it, go by on what avenue is that?
1121 Tuscaloosa Avenue.
1121 Tuscaloosa Avenue. So go by and check it out. I mean,
it's somebody's there.
Ask for Walter or somebody's there.
He's the operations guy.
Antsky.
That's it.
Antsky.
Anthony Williams. He goes by
Williams.
Anthony.
Okay. And,
He's
and just check the place out. I mean, it's real nice. You can host your events there. You can host wedding, reception. I mean, it's very nice.
They do a lot. They do a lot there. They're there every single day.
So, okay, we have a schedule of events, and I want to get into this for Kwanzaa. And you're over this, right?
Well, no, I'm one of the committee, but
okay.
I take the lead on it.
Okay, so it's the Birmingham 2022 schedule.
2020, really, we say 22, but it's 2021 to 2022.
2021 to 2022. So 12/26. Tell us about that.
That is our day of emoja or unity. We will have Pauline Ford, who is one of the founding members and the current president of the Central Alabama Caribbean American Association. She will be a speaker. You have Brenda Page Ward, who's the state director for the National Juneteenth Foundation, and you'll have others. And we just try to highlight people that's doing positive things in the community. It's a Club M. Club M is owned by Motley, the Motley family. Sammy Motley, who's the son of the deceased Curtis Motley, who was one of our modern day
Sammy's doing a good job.
Business moguls. He has brought that place up. And he has been a childhood friend. We went to Parker together.
Please, if you hadn't been to Club M, the compound, please go by. Very nice.
It's very impressive. And he's opened it. This is his third year opening the door for us, and we appreciate him for being a sponsor and opening the doors for us, so we can have a nice place to bring the community to.
Speaking of sponsors, I always do this, so I'm gonna do it tonight. We like to shout out to Yo Chef, Kashif Yamin, for letting us have a place. Green Acres Chicken downtown, Green Acres Chicken Ensley, as well as Green Acres Chicken in Centerpoint for being a sponsor. Attorney Ronnie Rice is an official sponsor. Black Hill Entertainment is an official sponsor. Also, Slum Clothing Company. Shout out to them, for being a sponsor.
Nice and close.
Yeah, nicely. Yeah. So if you haven't checked out Slum Clothing Company, check them out. I mean, they're doing a good job on the branding, on the packaging. The packaging is just as crazy as the outfits. And shout out to Kevin Harris, Walking Wealthy.
One of the co-founders of the organization I co-found, Birmingham Black Economic Alliance. This brother is an incredible person. He eats, breathes, and sleeps black business, and does his best to support it. As you and I do.
Yeah, I mean his clothing line
is fire.
It's
fire.
So go check out Kevin Harris.
Look him up on Facebook. Kevin Harris or Walking Wealthy.
Man, I mean
he's true.
And with the weather it is out there now, I wish I had my outfit on and I started to put it on. But go to his page and check him out.
Right.
And check out anybody that's doing something that's bringing their brand to the forefront and spend some money with them. Check them out. So what's the next one we got on 12/27?
The next one is 12/27.
Because I can't pronounce that name.
It's Kujichagulia Self-Determination.
Yeah, that way.
And
say it is
Kujichagulia Self-Determination. And that will be Yolene Bawo. Yolene Bawo, and I said Bawo correctly. Yolene Bawo is the president of the Haitian American Organization, and she speaks out and advocates for people of Haitian descent here in Alabama. Okay. And she'll be talking about what's going on in Haiti, because what we want to do is we are an international people. And I want to make sure that we're exposed to not just what's going on in Alabama or even America, but black people, indigenous folks, African people, we're all over the planet. So we need to know what's going on. So she's going to talk to us about Haiti.
Okay. What's the next one we got?
The day 3, I believe we've confirmed Tori Love, who has that Mommy's Lounge, will be there, and I can't think of the other person. And Keisha Drama, who has a clothing, she has a African store in 5 Points West. She'll be hosting. Day 4. Day yes, yes, day 4
Mm-hmm.
will be at 5 Point West Library,
Okay.
and the first part will be hosted by Sahi. I can't pronounce their name. They got me, but it's Brother Barry Johnson, Pradeep Carter.
Okay.
Y'all know who you are, Sister Maria. They have a drumming and dance group, and they will host the first half of the 5 Point West Library, and then we'll bring.
And they're gonna do it virtual?
No, it's physical, in person,
Okay,
in
okay.
person, in
Okay.
person, and they'll have, and then we'll have some speakers on finances, coming in economics.
Okay.
We have some people we working
Then
on.
day 6.
Day 5, skip day 5. The NIA, that's virtual.
Okay, NIA's virtual. And what does NIA do?
NIA's purpose, and I know that we will have a pre-prepared video from the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute, and maybe another video that we'll probably upload to the Birmingham Kwanzaa Facebook page.
Okay. And day 7.
Day 6.
Day 6.
I'm
getting a little ahead of myself.
Day 6, Kaumba is creativity. We'll be doing it at the Crescent Culture Center. And we will have singers, musicians, artists, creatives. The founder of it, Mr. Walter Run, is asking that we have toys to give out to the children.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have, normally that's the day of what they call the caramu or the feast, but because it's COVID, we don't want to take any risks, so we're having food trucks to come and vend. Mm-hmm. So we'll support, and then we'll have any liability. So there'll be a lot of food trucks, a lot of vending, and we'll be going there from 6 to 9, and then the center will do a New Year's party after that.
Okay. And so that any more days?
Day 7 will be an instant live loft.
Okay.
And that will be a ticketed event. It'll be a formal African formal wear ball at the Inslee Live Loft Entertainment Center. Inslee Live Entertainment Center in downtown Inslee. And that will be hosted by the National Hookup of Black Women Birmingham chapter. It's $50. Food and entertainment will be included. It's a fundraiser for their organization. So those are some of the things that will be going on.
Okay. So Clarence, what do you have coming up next? What's next for you?
This is next, but after that, we will be the Birmingham Black Economic Alliance is doing their second event. Will be in January here at Yo Chef, and we'll be doing another free seminar to the public and just helping Black businesses. And we're thankful to Nina Spear.
Okay.
She did a great she's a trademark attorney. She did a great presentation on trademarking. Mm-hmm. She'll be coming back. Oh, and this Sunday, thank you for asking. This Sunday, I'm partnering with BBA. We're partnering with the Crescent Cultural Center, and we'll be doing a business event for youth, for our children 21 down. And they can be youth vendors, or they can just come and get the knowledge and information. And that will be this Sunday, I think, Sunday afternoon at the Crescent Cultural Center. You can hit me up, or you can check my page. I can see more details about it. And for those children that have a bid they want to propose, they'll get services that will be provided. The best businesses will get service that will be provided, in-house service from the culture, like commercials, audio, video commercials, hooking them up with podcasts and things that can help promote, or ways that can help them promote their business, help them build their business credit. And we have different speakers. Kevin Harris will be there, speaking about how he came from the bottom up. Nina Spear will be helping the businesses, the youth entrepreneurs do pitch, teach them how to do pitch. Like Paul, I believe I got to remind him, but like Paul will be there teaching business after, so it's going to be some great things.
Nina Spear also does copywriting, right?
Same thing, trademark,
copyright. Yeah. Well, man, look, I mean, you got some amazing things. You have some parts in the breakfast too, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm working with the Community Affairs Committee. I'm reminding you, and it's an awesome thing. Killer Mike will be here.
Okay.
For Martin Luther King's birthday, and that's incredible because he is a strong Black man. There's a strong message in economics and entrepreneurship.
Okay. Well, man, look, I mean, I enjoyed this, man. I tell you, man, you always been in my corner, and I really want to tell you in front of everybody that I appreciate everything you've done. I mean, we work together with feeding the homeless or feeding our friends or whatever. And, we work together with the back to school event. We work together with my art shows, and just whatever I'm doing, you always have had my back
And same
and,
here.
and help me get people out. So I really want to tell you, I really thank you.
My pleasure.
And you know, I'm always in your corner. So
Absolutely.
anything that else we need to talk about, we need to talk about it in these politicians. The politics now.
Well, I want to tell people more about me.
Okay.
And so I will say that I'm blessed. Birmingham being a rich community, the civil rights movement has blessed me to get a skill set with helping, create activities in the community, helping the politicians, and just learning how to be a better individual. A lot of people take Birmingham for granted, but this is an area and community that's really booming and growing with business. A lot of more pop-up shops than ever. But like I said, me starting out in the nation and with the grassroots community in the early 90s has helped me to be a benefit to a lot of people. There's a lot of blood, sweat, tears that have went into producing the individual that I am. But I'm thankful to the city of Birmingham for what and how it has shaped me and molded me, and to have people like yourself that do the work that you do to inspire me to do even more. And there's no excuse to say that you can't get something done. Because what you and I do, we start out with zero. We don't start out with a $10,000 or $20,000 budget, and we make it happen all the time. And we got friends that say we got your back.
Yeah.
Because we don't ever have no problem finding venue. We never have no problem getting no resources. We never have no problem doing it. It don't. All it takes is just having a desire to do something and to believe in God. And believe in yourself.
It's been time, man. When I say, we're gonna feed, and it looked like all the money dry up.
Yeah.
But when I tell you God make a way and makes it happen
all the time,
and I'm talking about, we fed them 300 people at the barbershop one day.
Yeah.
What it was Christmas, right?
Yeah, 2 years.
Yeah. We fed them 300 people. So it was like crazy, like man.
And it was incredible.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
The team of everybody fed 100 people flat.
Yeah.
In an hour and a half.
And we in an hour and a half. And we had everything already set up by the time they got there. And we had a sprinter van. So shout out to Mr. Walter.
Shout out to Mr. Walter.
Yeah, that was amazing, man. I really appreciate that.
To pick people up the homeless centers in a Mercedes van.
Yeah.
And to treat them of value and worth.
That's the only way we're going to treat them.
And he told Q, he said, if you offer me you insult.
You know the funny part about it. When I was walking towards y'all, that's what I was going to do. I was going to give him gas for doing that. But he was like, if you do, it's going to insult me. I'm like, okay, I'm not.
Yeah.
So
we just have been blessed to have a good support in the community, and we just need more people to just step up for real.
Yeah.
That's all it really takes. There's more people stepping up doing things that can make our community better, because right here, you're at a nice restaurant, he closed.
Yeah.
But he opens the door to help you out. And like I said, I haven't had no problem. And I've been blessed for about 8 or 9 years. Miss Brenda Wright, who worked at JCCO, made it possible where we could do a lot of community events for free. So I don't have nothing but accolades for the city of Birmingham and what they do, and we just got to work together. But this year's Kwanzaa, that getting back to Kwanzaa, we're going to make it the best. We have fun on the night of creativity. It's going to be so many artists, so much music, so many food vendors, so many vendors. People want to vend. You got opportunity to make some money. Just hit me up on the first day. We're going to have it laid out. It's going to be African drumming. It's going to be dancing. It's going to be just absolutely fun. So each day and everywhere we go is a black business. So we're highlighting a black business. So you got to find out about Club M. Club M, the first time we did it, and because Civil Rights Institute did the Birmingham media, which I have to give a shout out, was so good to it. Mm-hmm. They advertised like we were spending money. Mm-hmm. I think it was like 2 or 3 advertisements a day leading up to the week before Kwanzaa. And he was like, man, you see all that on the news? And so we can work together. We don't need a lot of money. All we need is just unity.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of things that we do in our community, if we work together to make a lot of things happen, I mean, to make it right, we can do it. We just have to really push it and help each other and make sure that it's going on.
Yeah.
I'm going to give a shout out Now I don't know all of them, so if I miss it, I'm sorry. But I'm gonna give a shout out to Riley's Food Truck, right? Uh, Roland Riley Jr. He has a food truck called Riley's. What is it? Anyway, Riley's Food Truck and Jolly Treats. I want to give a shout out to Taste of Jamaica. Can you think of something?
Um, I want to give a shout out to Pernell Johnson of Gauntlet Fitness.
Okay.
He just moved back to Alabama, and he was our sponsor for our flyers. And he did. We appreciate his support. And also, I want to give a shout out to Martise Wiley.
Okay.
Of
Martise
Wiley
Graphic. That's my man.
He gave us a deal I couldn't pay for.
Yeah.
For the 1,000 flyers, professional. Let me show the folks. Professional, paper, real steady. Yeah. He did us a good job. So if you got some graphics you need, hit up Wiley Graphics. It's right over by Railroad Park. It's ours. I want to shout out to Craig Smith, who's right there at CNC Beauty Supply, who always support anything that I'm doing. Kevin Harris, Benny Holmes. I just appreciate Birmingham. I appreciate you, and I love you for what you're doing to help us to make Birmingham a better place. It's my first Facebook Live, as a matter of fact, since I've been back on Facebook.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, it's kind of similar.
Glad to have you back, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back. So I haven't did a Facebook Live in about a year and a half now, y'all. So this is the first time that I've been on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
But it seems special to do it with my brother.
Let me get that name right too. It's Riley's Razzle Dazzle. So y'all check out Riley's Razzle Dazzle food truck and what's another one? Come on, we got so many.
Oh man, Not Your Average Leaf vegan food truck. Okay. I love Coco. Okay. She's 26 years old.
Okay.
And she changed her diet for eating healthy. She's doing a wonderful job in the community. It's really coming out. So I want to give a shout out to Coco at Not Your Average Leaf, and for all the things she's doing. Because she gave out the day 2 days before we did ours, she gave out about, I think, 100 veggie burgers out in Elton Village.
Okay.
Yeah. So we appreciate her good work that she's doing. It's just a lot of positive people in Birmingham doing some great things out here. Yeah. Oh, and James Muhammad, our student member, he has a cleaning service. So if you need your building clean, hit him up here on Facebook. So, yeah.
Well, man, listen. Like I said again, we appreciate you for being on, and we're gonna make sure that we keep supporting each other. We're gonna make sure that we support our community, because at the end of the day, that's the only way we're gonna make it happen. So man, I appreciate y'all. Oh
man, I got one more.
Okay.
Maria Israel, because I thought it was very important. Y'all really need to get with her. She is working with us with BBA now, and she is an education consultant. So she helps parents with testing for their youth, because a lot of times they classify our children as dumb, retarded, ADHD, and all that type of stuff. And she can help you out. And something I didn't know, that you can move your child to whatever school you want and utilize that tax credit. And she can show you how to do it, because a lot of our parents are tired of the regular public school system. And so they're moving their children into a lot of Catholic schools, a lot of Jewish schools, but maybe we can show them how they can take their tax credit and take it to a black home school collective. Let's support more of our own, because we got some good ones here. We just maybe not know about it. Yeah, but shout out to Maria Israel Blandon and the work that she's doing, because education is very, very important.
Man, like I said, we appreciate you again. We appreciate you for tuning in.
Appreciate you.
Keep up the good work.
And we're closing out with
Birmingham's own Sharon Highland. I'm done.
So we done.
We're done. I'm done.
We're done.
I'm out.
So see you next time, Facebook.
Gave you the best years of my life. I had your kids in sacrifice. Lord knows I tried to be a good wife, even tried to be the woman you wanted me to be. But I quickly realized that she ain't me. Oh, who am I? I don't know how I become. Who am I? I don't recognize myself and I ain't got nothing else to give. Got to mention my life to live. I don't know who I've become. I wouldn't recognize myself and I ain't got nothing else to give. Got to mention my life to live. You played your last game, and this is the final score. I gave you all I had, and I refuse to be hurt anymore. I made a fast break, you lost possession of my heart, yeah. It's lights out, babe, and time for a brand new start. Oh, I don't know who I've become. I couldn't recognize myself and I ain't got nothing else to give. Got to mention my life to live. I don't know who I've become. I couldn't recognize myself and I ain't got nothing else to give. Got to mention my life to live. Never appreciated, always mistaken, taken for granted, underestimated. I'm done. Never appreciated, always mistaken, taken for granted, underestimated.